What is up, disc golfers? Today on Iceberg TV, I want to go over my top 3 Discmania discs. So, we're going to start with the slowest and move on to the fastest. So the first disc on this list is going to be the Discmania MD3. So the MD3 is going to be a low profile, very flat, beadless mid-range that, depending on which run you get, can be a very point and shoot disc, maybe even slightly understable. But if you get a bit of a different run, then you can get one that's overstable as well. So the run that I prefer is the old 5502 Eagle McMahon Signature Series ones, these old Color Glow ones. The 5502s are actually really hard to find, and if you do find one, I think they're pretty expensive at this point. I was lucky enough, my buddy hooked me up with a couple of them, so I was really happy to get these. Big shout out to Colin, he hooked me up with these things. I used to bag the MD3 for a long time. I actually got a couple new buzzes that have knocked the MD3 out of my bag, but I still love these things, and eventually they'll probably make it back into my bag. Now, I like to throw these on backhand lines and on forehand lines, so I can throw it on little flip up forehands where you throw it really soft on a hyzer and it'll flip up and carry very straight. Or you can throw it on a backhand line and it'll have nice stability and a nice little finish at the end. So very true to its flight numbers. Slow speed, decent glide, not much turn, and then a small fade. Discmania MD3 is number 3 on the list. Number 2 on this list is going to be the Discmania FD. The 2 FDs that I've been messing around with the most currently is going to be the First Run Night Strike, so the Nate Perkins Color Glow Signature Series Night Strike. And then the second Night Strike that I've been throwing is the Night Strike 2. So I just got this one, it's a bit newer. The Night Strike is a really glidey fairway driver. It's a little bit faster than, say, a Leopard, and it's a little bit more stable. So if you currently throw something like a Leopard and you want something that's a little bit faster, a very small bit more stable, but goes a good amount further, then the Discmania FD might be a good option for you. So I'm currently bagging this one. So this one's really cool. So my friend Taryn hooked me up with this one. He went and played the disc golf tournaments in Malaysia. He did the Samui Swine, he met Philo, he met Nate Perkins, he met all those guys who do that tournament, he met Conrad. And Nate Perkins was selling discs there, and Taryn had taken a video and sent me a video of the discs that Nate Perkins had for sale, and this was one of them. And I said, oh, you gotta get me a First Run Night Strike. And we're gonna move a little bit. As we started getting rained on pretty badly, I'm still getting rained on, but I wanted to keep the camera safe. So let's carry on. So the Night Strike, Taryn was in Asia. Nate Perkins was there. Nate Perkins was selling some of his discs. This was one of the last brand new Night Strikes that Nate Perkins had in his own personal stash. So he signed it, so this is an autographed Night Strike. Love this disc, I bag it. It's a little bit less stable than my T-Bird, so I break it out for when I need a little bit more glide and a little bit less stability than my T-Bird. Or if it's a shot, I would throw my T-Bird, but there's a strong tailwind, I'm going to this Night Strike. The newer ones are a lot more stable than the older ones. The last disc, and this is my favorite Discmania distance driver, is going to be the Discmania PD2. I'm a big fan of the S-Line plastic. It's very grippy, it feels good in the hand. And one thing that I like about the PD2 is there's so many different plastics, and each different plastic is going to fly differently than the next. So the PD2s that I've had in and out of my bag, before I started throwing destroyers, I was throwing these super domey S-Line ones. If you look and see, let me give you a nice... So it's got a good heartbeat on it. This one's really domey. You would think at a 12.404 that the PD2 would just be an absolute meat hook of a distance driver, but it's not. If you get yourself one of these domey S-Line ones, you can throw it out on a hyzer and it'll pick up and glide right for most of its flight and then have a small fade at the end. So these domey PD2s are absolute bombers, and if you have a slower arm but want to throw a PD2 because some of your favorite pros throw it, like Simon and Eagle, find yourself a domey S-Line one and you'll probably be able to throw it at least forehand, if not also backhand, because these actually are sort of understable, especially compared to the other PD2s. Now, the next up in stability of the ones that I have, and I bought this one when they did the first run of the April Jewels discs. So every time for April Fools, they come out with a run of some of their most popular molds, and they basically put like the wrong stamp on it. So this has the Eagle Claw MD3 stamp, but it's actually a SLine PD2. So it has the same stamp as the MD3s, but it's obviously not an MD3. It's totally different. This is obviously the driver, and this is obviously the mid. So I really like this one. This one's really stable. It comes in and out of my bag. It's just sort of one of those sort of discs that I like to put in for flex forehands because it's really reliable. So depending on the courses that I'm playing, this one may come in and out of the bag. Now, the most stable PD2 I've ever thrown is the Swirly SLine one. This one, again, shout out to Colin. I got this one from Colin as well. This is one of the bottom stamp ones when Eagle won the PDGA National Tour. I believe that means he won it in points. So nothing on top. This one doesn't feel like it'd be crazy stable. It's not that concave on the flight plate. It's not that flat. But this disc can be thrown almost vertically and it will flex out, give you big distance shots, and it's the most overstable PD2 that I've ever thrown. So as far as the stabilities of PD2s go, S-Line Domi is going to be the least stable, and then the C-Line, and then the Swirly S-Line, absolutely crazy. These ones look really nice too. So if you want a really beefy PD2, get your hands on a Swirly S-Line one. Or you can take advantage of one of these, the other two. They're all really good drivers, and that's why they're on this list. So leave in the comment section down below what your favorite Discmania disc is, and if you think this is an accurate list of their top 3 molds. And we still have the giveaway going on the Taipan review. So head over to that video and leave a comment. The instructions are at the end of that video, how you can enter the giveaway to win the Rico and the Grim X. So I definitely want to see at least 200 people get involved in that giveaway because there will be 2 winners, so the odds are really good. So go get involved in that. If you want to become a patron, click the link in the description below. And if you want to check out some Iceberg TV merch, that's in there as well. Thank you for watching. Appreciate the support. This is Iceberg TV. Take care.